Hi Charlie, I just thought I'd make a video instead of trying to explain all this in an email. Um, what's happening is that your website is not using two ciphers that web browsers from 2.16 backwards were using. So old browsers that date before 2016 are going to land on your website and they're going to see this security message. It means they're not going to be able to access any pages on your website. Now, you're not going to you will not have noticed this if you've used recent modern browsers, say from anything that's newer than four years old. You will not have noticed this. Now, unfortunately, a lot of traffic will be from people that don't update their browsers and they don't update their operating systems. That's a huge number of people that don't do that. So you'll find there's lots of people out there who are sitting with 10-year-old setups and they've never updated them. And it's only 4 years ago, so that will be potentially a lot more people. Now, to make this easier for your developers or whoever's looking after your website to understand what I'm explaining here, the best resource here to help is this company. They actually provide a free test service. They're actually part of a conglomerate that help people with SSL problems. Now, SSL stands for the sockets, the security socket layer, which all browsers use, and this website enables you to test problems. So all they need to do is go to this SSL Labs. So if they just go to Google and they'll find it, it's sslabs.com, and then they'll go to this test page. This test page here will be to analyze your site. If I just quickly show you how you would get there, you would just use this URL. I don't know if you can read that on this quality of this video, but it's sslabs.com/ssltest/. So if they go there, and first of all, I'm going to use two examples. I'm going to use obviously your website that's causing the problem, which we will see the problem, and another site, one of my other clients, spiresdigcot.com. They are the reason I'm using this as a comparison is because they both use the same certificate supplier. I'll just scroll down and show you what I mean by that. So your Vital Health Group SSL screen here showing your SSL certificate information, we'll find that it uses the same issuer. So this is the issuer, Let's Encrypt Authority X3. That's quite a well-known and quite a reliable issuer. It's a free certificate supplier, so you're not paying anything for certificates. Sometimes it's quite good to use for the paid service because you get more support, but I'm sure you'll be able to fix this without needing support. Well, I hope you are. I'm not an expert in SSL, so I can't be absolutely sure about that. But anyway, if we scroll down, you'll see that the Digcot one also uses the same certificate supplier. Now, if I scroll down further, I will be able to show you the handshaking error messages that are appearing with your vitalhealthgroup.co.uk domain. If we go down, and you'll go down to what's called the configuration page, if your chaps use this free service, they will see that the configuration page will be listed, and then it will show what ciphers are used. And this is the important thing, it's the ciphers that are used. If I go down and scroll on the Digcot site, which we know is good and working without any problems using old browsers, you'll find the ciphers that they use. Now the ciphers, you can see here already that the ciphers that are used by the Digcot example, there's two extra ciphers which your server has not included. Now these are the ciphers that are used by the old browsers. So when they do what's called a handshake, that both parties, the customer who's using their web browser and your web server, both need the same ciphers. If one's got, for example, if the browser is running 128 cipher, which the old ones do, and your server doesn't supply the 128 cipher to check against, they're not going to be able to do the handshake. And that's the error message that I sent you in the email. And you can see here that the ciphers are not included. I'm going to show you that it is the cipher because of the error messages. So if we scroll down on yours, and just to confirm these handshake errors, there's a couple on the Androids as well. So some of the old mobile phones and tablets will see this same problem. Anyone that's using a tablet or a mobile phone that's with Android that's older than 6 will see this, but there's not many people, so that's not the main problem, although that is obviously you're going to lose that traffic as well. The main traffic that you're losing are these two here. It's Chrome 49 and anything that's Firefox 48 backwards. Now I know it's 48 because my browser that I tested on the old one is a 48 browser, version 48. So here you can see that from version 48 downwards it's got 47. You're going to get this handshake failure message. Those people who are using those old browsers are going to get this error message, and that was the error message I sent you in the email. This SSL is doing a simulation, but it's good because the simulation will show you that the ciphers are not present. Now if we scroll down to the good one where we can see these two ciphers, and I'm going to show you why it's one of these two ciphers. If we scroll down, here's 49. Yours here is broken, so we can just highlight that. Yours is broken there, and here theirs is not broken. They've got, you can see here, Chrome 49, there's no error message. And if we look to the right, it actually tells you the cipher that is used for that version of that browser. And the cipher used is this char20, and you haven't got this char20, so it's not there. And on this, on the good one, on the Didcot one, it's there. So obviously that's why you're not going to get a problem. Now I can also show you on one of your other sites, the site you've recently purchased from Cameron. If I just show you that, this is Physiotherapy Specialist. They're not using the same certificate provider. They're using a paid one here, but they use this. If we go down, you'll see that they're also using this 128 cipher, which is okay. So they've got on theirs this 128 cipher. Now if you scroll down, you'll see with them, when we go to 49, Firefox 49, which is the one that's falling over, or sorry, Chrome 49 and Chrome 49, the one that's falling over, you'll see that the cipher they're using for that is this 128 cipher. So they're using this 128 cipher here, which is installed on the server. You haven't got that 128 cipher on yours. So if we go back on yours, you haven't got it. Therefore, you're getting these error messages. So your Physiotherapy Specialist site doesn't have a problem with people that are coming in from old browsers, but your main site, your vitalhealthgroup.co.uk, is not going to be able to show the website to people with old browsers. So for example, if we ran pay-per-click on your site, it will mean that you're going to have quite a poor performance, because a lot of people are not even going to be able to get to your site. People that don't upgrade their operating system and don't upgrade their browsers, they're not going to be able to see you. So I would strongly suggest you ask the server, your host provider, or the developer that deals with the host provider, to go onto the server and install those two ciphers. We know they can be installed because the Didcot one is the same certificate provider as you, so we know that it can be done. So there's no reason why this can't be done, because it's already on an equivalent site to yours. So that's why I used the Didcot, so I could actually show you that they're using the same certificate provider. So all they need to do is go onto the server and then make a change. I don't know what the change is. I'm not an expert on SSL by any means, so I don't know what the procedure is, but it will be something I would imagine that's reasonably straightforward. It's been done on the Didcot, on this Didcot server, so obviously it's available to be done. So at the moment you've got on the Didcot one, which is a good one, they've got the ciphers required. On yours, the ciphers are missing. So these ciphers that you need are 128, char 20. I would put them both on. You'll probably just get away with the 128 actually if you just put that cipher on. But if you're doing it, you might as well put both these ciphers on. Then anyone that's running browsers that only use char 20, they're not going to be falling over. So the more traffic you can stop from, the more people you can stop seeing this error message, obviously the better that is. So that's it really. This is probably more relevant to your developer, but I've done this so that you can sort of try and understand this as well. Really, it's a handshaking thing that the website does. All web browsers that people use have to do what's called this SSL handshake, and this is why you see HTTPS at the front of all modern websites now. It's this handshake and this security. It stops people snooping in. But the problem with that, of course, is some of the old browsers used the 128-bit security instead of the 256, and your server hasn't got the 128, so it means that those people just see a broken website. So that's what I wanted to do. To do that in an email, it was just be impossible. So I've just done this video for you. I hope this is helpful. If you just give this video to the host provider or the developer that deals with your hosting account, they should be able to solve this for you. And I'll speak to you soon. Okay,